Today we are going to do numericals of elasticity of demand. So I have categorized all the numericals type-wise. The first type is the easiest, in which we need to calculate elasticity of demand and both the initial and the new price and quantities are given. This is the easiest kind of question. Okay, I am dictating a question, so I want you all to write it. When the price per unit of a commodity is rupees 20, quantity demanded is 200 units. But when the price falls to rupees 15 per unit, demand expands to 300 units. Calculate elasticity of demand. So if you see, all the components are given. The initial or the original price is rupees 20. The new price is rupees 15. Okay. Similarly, the original quantity demanded is 200 units and the new quantity is 300 units. Okay. So if we want, we can calculate change in price, that is delta P. Delta P is equal to new price minus the original price. So here it is 15 minus 20, which is equal to rupees 5. You're not going to take the sign here, because if you take the sign, the question may get complicated. You can take the sign, but then each and everything sign has to be taken. So I would recommend that you should not take the sign and take the absolute value instead. Similarly, you can calculate delta Q. Delta Q is Q1 minus Q, which is equal to 300 units minus 200 units, which is equal to 100 units. Okay, right? Okay, so we can calculate elasticity of demand. What is the formula for elasticity of demand? We've done that earlier. Delta Q upon delta P into P by Q, which is equal to 100 upon 5 delta Q upon delta P into original price is 20 divided by original quantity is 200. Okay. Now elasticity of demand is a ratio and it's a coefficient, so it does not have a unit. So the elasticity of demand is 2. Now if you see, this value 2 is greater than 1. Okay, so when the value is greater than 1, then it is highly elastic. If it is less than 1, it is less elastic. Equal to 1, it is unit elastic. Infinity, it is perfectly elastic. 0, then it is perfectly inelastic. So this is highly elastic because it is greater than 1. Okay, is this clear? Okay. I am giving you another question, so write that question and do it on your own. Price of a good falls from rupees 8 to rupees 6. As a result, its demand rises from 100 units to 125 units. Find elasticity of demand. Okay. When you finally calculate everything, since it's the same kind which we did earlier, you will find that the value of the elasticity is going to be 1 when you calculate it. So your answer should be 1. Check that. And since the value is 1, the elasticity is unit. So it's unit elastic. Okay. Right. So now we'll proceed to type 2. Now type 2 is a kind of question where your elasticity will be given, the two prices, the original and the new price will be given, the original quantity will be given, and you need to calculate the new quantity. Okay, so I'm giving you a question of this type. So type 2 is what kind of a question? When quantity is to be calculated. Okay, now before we proceed on to this particular question, I want you to understand the different rules what we are going to apply. Rule 1. Okay, so you're going to see what is happening to the price. When you see that the price is rising, so if price is rising, what should happen to the quantity demanded? The quantity demanded should fall. So then how will you calculate the new quantity? Q1 is equal to Q minus delta Q. Okay, this may not seem very you may not understand it right now, but then you will, but just remember this: if new quantity has to be calculated and you see that the price is rising, then you'll put this formula: Q1 is equal to Q minus delta Q. Okay, but if you see that the price is falling, then obviously the quantity demanded should rise. So then what will be the formula for new quantity? Q1 is equal to Q plus delta Q. So if price is rising, Q1 is equal to Q minus delta Q, and if price is falling, Q1 is equal to Q plus delta Q. Okay, just carefully write this question. The coefficient of price elasticity of demand for a commodity is minus 0.5. You're going to ignore this minus sign. I'll tell you later what it means. Minus 0.5. When its price is rupees 10, its quantity demanded is 40 units. When its price falls to rupees 6, what will be its demand? Again, I am repeating this question. The coefficient of price elasticity of demand for a commodity is minus 0.5 when its price is rupees 10. Its quantity demanded is 40 units. When its price falls to rupees 6, what will be its demand? Okay, now earlier when we said elasticity of demand is always going to be negative. Okay, so that negative sign has a little understanding. The negative sign of elasticity depicts the relationship between price and demand. What is the relationship between price and demand? It's negative, inverse relationship. So when price rises, demand falls. When price falls, demand rises. So because there is a negative relation between price and demand, you'll find that the elasticity of demand is minus, negative. There is no other kind of confusion there. Minus, and elasticity of demand always is going to be in minus, just because of the inverse relationship between price and demand. So is that clear? So when you calculate, you're going to ignore the minus sign, because that is just telling you the inverse relationship between price and demand. So you're going to ignore that. So keeping that in mind, you know that question, so we're going to proceed on. You're going to put all the values. Okay, should I rub this? You've already written this, I think. So I'm going to write the question now. Solve the question now. Question number 3. Question number 2 was the earlier one, which you had to do earlier on your own. The initial price is rupees 10. Okay. The new price is rupees 5. The initial quantity demanded is 40 units. The new quantity is not there, so you're going to put a question mark there. Okay. And since the new quantity is not there, you also do not know delta Q. Okay. But we know the elasticity of demand is 0.5. Okay. Now you're going to put the formula ED is equal to delta Q upon delta P into P by Q. Okay, put the values. ED is there, so 0.5 is equal to, delta Q is not there, so you're going to put it as delta Q only. Delta P, we did not calculate delta P. Delta P is P1 minus P, which is equal to 5 minus 10, which is equal to rupees 5. Okay, so you're going to put the value 5 into original price is 10, original quantity is 40. So can we calculate? 0.5 is equal to delta Q upon 20. So delta Q is equal to 10 units. Okay, so you've got delta Q, and now but we need to calculate Q1. Okay, now we see that the price is falling, so what will be the formula? If you remember, price is falling, so Q1 is equal to Q plus delta Q, which is Q is equal to Q was 40, delta Q you've just calculate, plus क्यों आया? क्योंकि price fall हुआ था. 40 plus 10, which is equal to 50 units. Okay. Okay, so I'm giving you another question of this kind, so do it. The price elasticity of demand for a commodity is 2. A household demands 20 units of a good when price is rupees 5 per unit. How many units of the good will be demanded when its price falls to rupees 4 per unit? One more time I'm going to repeat this. The price elasticity of demand for a commodity is 2. In fact, minus 2. So you're going to ignore that minus sign. A household demands 20 units of a good when price is rupees 5 per unit. How many units of the good will be demanded when its price falls to rupees 4 per unit? Okay, so the new quantity is 28 units. You'll calculate, find it. Okay, right? Okay, now we're going to proceed on to type 3. Type 3 is a question wherein you need to calculate the new price. It's somewhat similar to calculating new quantity. Okay, now so I'm going to write the type 3. When new price is to be calculated. Now you're going to see what is happening to the quantity here. Okay, so rule 1. If quantity demanded is rising, which means it's increasing, then what will be the new price? New price is P minus delta P, because there's an inverse relationship. If Q is rising, there should be a fall in the price. So P minus delta P. Okay. What is rule 2? If quantity demanded is falling, then what is the new price? P1 is equal to P plus delta P. Okay. P plus delta P. Okay. So I'm going to give you a question. Write it. A consumer buys 100 units of a good at a price of rupees 5 per unit. When price changes, he buys 140 units. What is the new price if price elasticity is minus 2? One more time. A consumer buys 100 units of a good at a price of rupees 5 per unit. When price changes, he buys 140 units. What is the new price if price elasticity is minus 2? Okay. So the original price is rupees 5. New price is not there, so because of which you cannot calculate the delta P. So you're going to put it as a question mark. Okay. The original quantity is 100 units. The new quantity is 140 units. Therefore, delta Q is equal to Q1 minus Q, which is equal to 140 minus 100, which is equal to 40 units. ED is equal to minus 2. You're going to ignore this minus sign. So ED is equal to delta Q upon delta P into P by Q. 2 is equal to delta Q is 40. Delta P you don't know, into 5 upon 100. Okay, so delta P comes out to be 1. And you're seeing that the quantity is rising. So what will be the formula for new price? P1 is equal to P minus delta P, since the quantity is rising. So P1 is equal to 5 minus 1, which is equal to rupees 4. Okay. Write this question and do it on your own. A consumer buys 10 kgs. A consumer buys 10 kgs at rupees 5 per unit per kg. Find the new price if he buys 20 kg and price elasticity is minus 5. Again, a consumer buys 10 kgs at rupees 5 per kg. Find the new price if he buys 20 kg and price elasticity is minus 5. Okay. if you calculate this, your answer should be, the new price should come out to be rupees 4. The new price should come out to be rupees 4. Okay. Okay. Type 4. Now in this, 2 goods are given and you need to calculate, and it's an easy one, so I want you to do it on your own. A 5% fall in price of X leads to a 10% rise in demand for X. A 2% rise in price of Y leads to a 6% fall in demand for Y. Calculate elasticity of demand for X and Y. Now there's another formula for elasticity of demand: percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. Okay, so you would use that particular formula here and calculate the elasticities of X and Y respectively. And when you finally calculate, the elasticity of X is coming out to be 2 and elasticity of Y is coming out to be 3. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do type 5 now. Commodities X and Y have equal price elasticities of demand. The demand of X rises from 400 units to 500 units due to a 20% fall in its price. Calculate percentage fall in demand for Y if price of Y rises by 8%. Again, commodities X and Y have equal price elasticities of demand. The demand of X rises from 400 units to 500 units due to 20% fall in its price. Calculate percentage fall in demand for Y if price of Y rises by 8%. Okay, we'll do this question. See, they have told us that elasticity of demand of X is equal to elasticity of demand for Y. Okay, and the entire information of X is given. Okay, so they've given us the quantity demanded of X, in initial quantity demanded of X, that is 400 units, and the new quantity demanded of X is 500 units, and they have said that the percentage change in price of X is 20. So the quantity is given in absolute value and the change in price is given in percentage. So the only thing which you can do is convert this quantity into percentage. The change in quantity demanded is delta QX is 100 units. Okay, the initial quantity is 400 units. So can you calculate the percentage change in quantity demanded of X, it's delta Q upon Q into 100, which is equal to 100 upon 400 into 100. So it's coming out to be 25%. Okay, so now you can calculate elasticity of demand of X is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded of X divided by percentage change in price of X, which is equal to 25 upon 20. Okay, which is equal to 1.25. Okay, now they've told us that elasticity of demand of X is equal to elasticity of demand of Y. Okay, so then this elasticity of demand for Y is also coming out to be 1.25. Okay, now they have given us percentage change in price of Y, which is equal to 8, I suppose. Okay, 8%. Okay, so elasticity of demand for Y is equal to percentage change in demand for Y divided by percentage change in price of Y. So 1.25 is equal to percentage change in demand for Y divided by 8. So this is coming out to be 1.25 into 8, which is equal to 10%. Okay. I hope this is clear. Okay. Now sometimes they give us the total expenditure on a commodity. Okay, so that's, I think, this last type of question. Type 6. Here total expenditure will be given. Okay, and total expenditure is equal to price into demand. Total expenditure is price into demand, and seeing that you have to calculate. Okay, I'm going to give you a question and then you will be able to understand what will be given. When calculate elasticity of demand if a person spends rupees 500 on a commodity when price is rupees 5 and rupees 420 when the price is rupees 6. Okay, again, calculate elasticity of demand if a person spends rupees 500 on a commodity when the price is rupees 5 and rupees 420 when the price is rupees 6. Okay, so what have they given us? They say that when the price of the commodity is rupees 5, the consumer spends rupees 500. Okay, so can we calculate the quantity demanded here? See, total expenditure is equal to price into demand, right? So Q is equal to total expenditure upon price, so which is equal to 500 upon 5. which is equal to 100 units. Okay. When the price is rupees 6, the total expenditure is rupees 420. So the quantity will be, which is equal to 420 upon 6, which is equal to 70 units. So you've got all the values here. So you can calculate delta P is rupee 1 and delta Q is 100 minus 70, that is 30. Okay, so you can calculate elasticity of demand, delta Q upon delta P into P by Q. Delta Q is 30, delta P is 1, P is 5, Q is 100. Okay, it's coming out to be 1.5. If you put minus, it would be good, but even if you don't, it's okay. But then you need to remember that there is a negative relationship between price and demand. Okay, I'll give you certain questions, miscellaneous questions. Please write them, do it on your own. When price of a commodity falls by 1, by means they've given us delta P, falls by 1, rupee 1, its quantity demanded rises by 3 units. If elasticity of demand is minus 2, calculate quantity demanded if price before change was rupees 10 per unit. Okay, and the answer for this is 18 units. Quantity demanded of a commodity rises by 6 units when its price falls by rupee 1 per unit. Its elasticity of demand is minus 1 and the price before change is rupees 10. Calculate quantity demanded at this price, and the answer for this is 120 units. From the following data, calculate price elasticity of demand, draw the demand curve also. Okay, I'll make the schedule. Please write that. You have to make the demand curve also. Price, demand. This is in rupees, this is in units. Price 9, demand 100. Price 9, demand 150. Okay, so you have to make a demand curve and also calculate the elasticity of demand. When price of a good is rupees 13 per unit, the consumer buys 11 units. When price rises to rupees 15 per unit, the consumer continues to buy 11 units. Calculate elasticity of demand. Okay. Next, question number 5. A 5% fall in price of the good raises its demand from 300 units to 315 units. Calculate elasticity of demand. Okay. Question number 6. Elasticity of demand of a good is minus 1. When price falls by rupee 1, its demand rises from 16 units to 18 units. Calculate price before change and after change. Okay. And now one hot question, and I would like all of you to think on this, and we're going to discuss this later. If there are two demand curves intersecting each other, which demand curve has greater elasticity of demand? Okay, if there are two demand curves intersecting each other, which of the demand curve is going to be more elastic? This is demand 1, this is demand 2. So out of this, you're going to find out which is more elastic. Okay, so this is a thinking question, and I would like all of you to think on this. So we end this today's session. Good day, children.